Hey everybody.
Was
Hi.
really good.
Good good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and all that good shit.
And good night.
Welcome. Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Welcome to another episode of Code Switching Naturally. I am a very tired AJ.
I am Channy. Just Channy.
And I'm Remy Wolf, sexy
Oh,
villain.
I love Remy
okay.
Wolf.
Same, same.
I don't know who that is. So
She's she's one of the recent pop girlies.
oh, okay.
Hmm.
Well, y'all, welcome back. I know we've been infrequent in things, life, okay. Um,
And mind your
again,
business.
okay, that too. We here though, and we would be remiss if we did not have a special episode in such a climate as this. But before we get there, ooh, I'm tired. Um, any L's of the week?
Yes, but it applies to the subject matter.
Okay, I want to hear it.
The fact that this election is close is wild to me. Absolutely
Very,
wild.
very much.
It doesn't make any sense to me, and so I'm not going to pretend that it does.
That
Um, I can't play into that. I can't allow that to sort of fester, in my mind. So I'm not going to. Like there's no perfect option. We recognize this, but like I feel like there's an obvious no on the table, and not everyone, but there's a good portion of the people of this nation that are like, nah, I still fuck with him, and the man spoke an obvious lie on the TV, like on the in public, like in front of God and everybody.
in
They're
front of God,
eating the
church, and man.
cats, they're eating the dogs, and here we are, the convicted felon.
So I'm just gonna jump right into it. I feel like white women are gonna piss me off, but I think I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it because I've seen way too. It was one white woman specifically on this app, the Musk man, called something other than Twitter. She has not voted in the last 4 to 5 elections, and this bitch happily posted she voted for Trump.
Oof, oof,
I
oof,
not shocked, to be honest with you. Not even.
Oh,
oof.
and it's this election has been very much like it made me realize how much of a disservice that we have all done in the election process, because had we paid attention to the less, I wouldn't say less important because they're all important, but had we paid attention to midterm elections, this would look a lot different.
Very, very. I
Had we
see
been paying
this.
attention to Congress and the House of Representatives, oh my God, we wouldn't be in this situation. Cause I'm like, when do we vote this Satan ass out? Cause I already voted Scott ass out. I'm just letting you know right now. Gotta
They
okay.
gotta go.
Um, we early voted as soon as early voting was available.
Yep, the very first day, because
The very
I'm
first
not
day.
I'm not here to fuck about with this. I can't. I simply cannot. Will not.
And we was all like, okay, so who gotta go? Who need to go? Like, let's look at this. Rick
Yeah.
Scott ass gotta go because you
Hmm.
voted against FEMA just 2 weeks ago. You gotta go. Then all of the people you and DeSatan appointed in the judges' chambers, they gotta
Yeah,
go.
the judges, they're gone.
Got to go. And so I think it's really important to note that the amount of work Kamala Harris has done, her and her whole team have done, is very commendable. I will give it to them. Where I got pissed off with her a little bit is when I saw the policies made for Black men made after they fussed and hemmed and hawed and what you gonna do for us? What you gonna do for us? And she was like, okay, here's the plan. And they was like, well, I don't know, because that just don't seem genuine. Bitch. Hmm.
The public will
Stuff
never actually be fully pleased with with whatever she puts out.
Nope.
and that's why it pissed me off that you even considered, like, you even did it, because for me it's either they're going to vote or they're not. I get it, we need all the votes we can get, sure, yes, but she has made her policies plain for a minute now. And if you don't think the policy she's created is not going to benefit your Black ass, I don't know what you're looking for specifically.
You know what? Let's actually pull over. We yes, I do have an L. I do have an L. I've got an L. My
Okay, I'm
L
ready.
is for my people of color
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
who are spectacularly and confoundingly still voting, or still either voting for or not voting for, right? Either voting for Tupe Fiasco or not
Mm.
voting for Kamala Harris.
You've been
I
seeing
don't.
these Palestinian people writing free Palestine on their ballots and not voting?
It,
Wild.
so if we not have we not learned what splitting the vote does to the election? What doing this does to the election?
Because while I would love if a third party was a viable option in the current climate that we have, doing that, it just kills a vote and allows for the ops to win. Because that's what the Republicans are right now. They ops. Straight up. The only people that they are benefiting, if you really think about it, if you really look at it, are going to be the rich white folk that
Every
already
time.
have power.
Every time.
So, people of color, stop putting your horse, putting your carriage behind this horse in a hospital. If you know the John Mulaney joke, that's hilarious. If you don't, you just think I'm talking crazy, which I kind of am. But like, this whole situation is wild.
Just like the whole it's ooh. And then it's even crazier because with this latest rally they just did in New York, for them to say that Puerto Rico is a floating pile of garbage.
And then what's crazy is that he says this just recently, and people are like, "Yep, back in that guy."
And I've been noticing a lot of Puerto Ricans have been flipping their vote. And the dude, the Puerto Rican he had on stage a while ago that previously endorsed him, thinking he was going to be good for the economy, when it's clear, all you have to do is Google. Google is free. Google is free. Anything a public official does is public record. Any bill that's passed, any legislation that needs to be done, any stats, statistics, funds, Anything you need to know about your politicians is public record. You can see where the big baby, the big baby tripled the deficit. Not lowered it, tripled it. He almost literally crashed the entire economy. And our taxes are that we just did this last year was a clear indicator of how he taxed us more and taxed them less. It's clear. But y'all wanna and also it also gets very frustrating as black people to see other people of color that are not black say that they don't see a problem because he doesn't come specifically for your people.
There was a Muslim ban.
And Muslims were endorsing him. Make it make sense.
There was a Muslim ban.
If
So
one's not safe, I can almost guarantee that none is safe.
And he said he gonna get rid of all the immigrants. So you gonna pack up your white people too? Because y'all immigrants too. Y'all ain't American. Y'all not from here. So now what?
nobody from here but the First Nation folk, and like they're sick of our shit for sure. So
They
like,
are sick of it. Did y'all see Biden actually apologize to them? The first president
Really?
to do it? Hmm.
You know what? I think I did hear about that. There was a lot of mixed feelings about that one.
I
I'm not gonna speak on it. They ain't my people.
I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like it's another one of those. No one's gonna be happy 100%,
correct.
and so like, and that's their feelings are valid.
Yeah. I do think that it it would be something to see and understand because of the fact that like both sides of it, like where yes we do want to be acknowledged, we do want to be seen and to be given what we're just due. I get that, but I also understand like it came hundreds of years too late.
Yeah, 100 years, thousands of, who knows how many bodies, right? How many lives?
And so it just like there's quite a few things happening where certain cities that were put underwater that were black cities or black land that was trying to be stripped from people, like it just
The ramifications we are still seeing to this day for so many things. Black people
yeah.
are regularly afraid or wary of dealing with anything to do with medical, like with the medical field.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, there was this whole test that was done for our people that didn't end until the 70s. I want everybody to think about that. It didn't end until the 70s.
You talk about syphilis.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many different things about this that just you just black people just look at it and we're just so tired. Like it just
We've been through
there's
that.
it's we are tired.
I
Like
think it's incredibly hard to pick and choose between wanting to be fully educated about what it is that I'm trying to place my vote with, and then being filled with the dread of what I'm under
Yep.
and what is repeating itself over and over.
Yep.
every time. Like every time. And it's just like every time that, and then especially for black women, like for me, I'm like I just posted about this the other day. I'm just like, for me, I'm frustrated because I'm like, I have PCOS And insurance companies are telling me because I don't have diabetes that I can't get covered for medication that could possibly save my life from getting diabetes. And I have to shell out $550 for it. And that's with a discount program.
I am still in the middle of trying to figure out this radiation shit, and with like the chemo, the cancer, and everything, and with insurance being toyed with as it is already difficult. It's already difficult. And not to mention, I have to go into this office full of people who were already going through the exact same things with their insurance companies. People are dying around me because of it. It makes you vote differently, it makes you think differently.
Hmm. It makes you think about like the fact that he said he overturned Roe v. Wade, which is such a dangerous thing to do with women. Like there's women dying of from bleeding out. There's women dying from infection because they couldn't get the care that they needed. Like people don't understand abortion is more than just I don't want the baby.
Mm, but the baby. But you got to think about the children.
There's so
Ex,
many conditions, there's so many
ex,
things.
huh. And they don't care about the children once they're out, unless it's something that they have claimed is depraved,
I just read a story
gay.
about a girl who, she's 10 years old, ended up getting assaulted, ended up pregnant. She's 10. Her body can't even bring that child to full term, but now she has to live through the full trauma of carrying this child to term from a traumatic event.
And it just becomes like you become tired of trying to fight or um trying to make sense of everything. Like, why is he even an option? Y'all are saying that this is where I get pissed off because as a person who does believe in the Lord, um, your moral compass is Jesus condemns all of these things. When in reality, if you read your Bible like I read mine, Jesus was kicking it with all these fucked up people that you're saying he wouldn't be caught in. I said, first of all, he don't like y'all niggas. He don't like y'all. He don't like y'all. Like y'all would be the reason he flipping up the table over. Y'all be the reason he be sitting outside the synagogue because y'all jackasses. He don't want none. The Lord
True.
don't like y'all. He will be fucking with all the gay people and all of the all the women who said I don't want this baby. He will be fucking with us. He don't be fucking with y'all.
I need a snippet of the Lord don't like y'all.
Truly, the Lord don't like y'all. Yeah, for sure.
He don't
Also,
fuck with y'all.
also, let's be. I want to give a specific shout out to all of the like pastors, preachers, priests, all of that who are like publicly standing behind politicians. And I'm gonna say that for Republicans and Democrats.
Hmm.
Like you can support one, but like don't. I feel like you shouldn't bring your position into it.
That's fair. Now here's where I'll also follow up with that. Shout out to all the black preachers that been giving that other white man preacher the business, talking about he was condemning black churches and
Yes.
God don't.
Oh, I just saw that today. How dare you tell black churches how to black people? How dare you, a white man, tell black people what to do?
He said, I'm gonna get some flack and they're gonna call me racist. Bitch, you are racist. You're racist.
Listen, we love calling spade a spade. We love spade. That's our favorite game.
I said, this is so interesting, right? Because I was just like, he really said that the black church is not doing well because we welcome everyone, or we stand behind a politician who is inclusive to everyone.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? Shouldn't we? Isn't it love thy neighbor? Isn't it love everyone? Like what? Isn't God love, you stupid fucks? Like,
I mean, say it. You're correct, and you should say it.
and I said what I said.
Hmm.
God is love, right? Isn't love love? Isn't that what it is?
No, love is with conditions, obviously.
Then clearly that ain't my God. So I don't know nothing about what they over there talking about. So again, he don't fuck with y'all. That's the problem. And it just really does, like, it does my heart a disservice because you guys are making this man like he's an antichrist, and y'all are making this man out. He is literally trying to be Hitler, literally trying to be the next Hitler, and y'all are just like, yeah, he's morally sound. He has 34 felonies and counting.
Yeah, they're trying to,
He up there with Diddy.
yeah, they're trying to. Ooh, that's another. Ooh, Jesus. We didn't talk about him, or we're not going to. Did he do it? Yeah, probably. Anyway,
He did at least one He did at least one I
I,
ain't gonna say all of them are
I'm
accurate.
very, I'm very excited to see the 50 Cent documentary. Oh, bitch.
Oh my
Oh, I'm
god.
gonna tear it up. But anyway, they're
I'm
trying
finna
to
eat that shit up.
portray. Oh, with a spoon. They're trying to portray voting for Trump as a good business decision, which doesn't make any sense to me
Because
because
he was a terrible
he was a
businessman.
terrible
He
businessman.
still is a terrible businessman.
He's not allowed to have holdings in New York. They said you may not.
That's why he in Mar-a-Lago.
So what
Florida.
does that say? What does that say about the man that they're claiming is going to be good for business? And
That
also,
man's not good for business. He's good at claiming bankruptcy.
I mean, I feel like he's not even good at that, but that's just me personally.
And for somebody who grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth, it says a lot, you know.
He sure don't know how to keep it in there.
Listen, he started from nothing,
He
but
started from nothing
but
but $1 million.
there you go, a loan from his papa. Hmm.
There's such a long list of things that he has done to make him a racist. And can we talk about the double standard?
We can.
Kamala has released her financial records, her tax records, her medical records. He has not done any of that ever.
Why would he?
But y'all was making a big fuss about Joe. And Joe showed y'all his records and showed that he wasn't as crazy as y'all said he was. And I love that Joe just don't have no fucking filter no more.
Oh, he's on his
Cause
way out.
he,
He's
yeah,
tired.
he knows what's up. He packing his bags today.
Yo, this is
Okay, I'm gonna
hey,
finish this out.
this is the last week on the job. We good. We
I'm
good.
gonna finish this out.
Don't
But
worry
he
about it.
said he said the only pile of garbage floating is Trump supporters. I said, "What, Joe? Joe,
Joe
let
cut
the
him out.
people breathe." And the press, they sick of him too, because he be giving them the business just as much. I was like, baby, go ahead, Joe. But when you actually sit back and look at all of the work him and Kamala has done, like, you have to look at it and say, for him to take a step back the way he did, and
He did
to
it gracefully.
for him to give up his his place in the race to do something greater for the country, you can't do anything but respect it and look at him differently.
Also,
Yeah,
that was the smartest decision
smartest move.
that they
Smartest
made
move ever.
because they was thewed off. They didn't know what to do.
They had no clue.
They,
And then it was smart. I was like, I felt like this was calculated from the start. I feel like Joe had already started to think, I'm probably gonna bow out. But let me wait until the RNC is over. And let's do that. Let me wait so they don't come at Kamala. Just go and get your rocks off about me. And then I'm going to set it up for her to take over. And when I say she has done an amazing job, though, like I do feel like we're kind of like on eggshells because it seems like it's happening again. But the amount of people showing up at these rallies for her, she just did one in DC at the same spot as the insurrection. Or is that the word? Is that the
Yes, it was insurrection.
she did it in the same spot yesterday and had 75,000 people out there.
Wow.
And so I'm like, all these people are coming and voting. So I'm just like, I'm really, whoo, Lord, I'm trying to
And
be
you
like,
know what's
Lord,
crazy is we already have 28% of people that are eligible to vote. 28% of them have already voted, and voting is really only just started.
I think
yeah,
a
it's
lot of
like
people were like, "Nah, we just gonna go ahead and get that done. Just gonna get that taken
Georgia,
care of."
Georgia specifically has had a greater turnout than they've had in a very long time. And that's because we know Georgia is one of those states that really do be trying to do voter suppression.
They
And
do.
we've been seeing people burning up ballot boxes.
Hmm.
Um, people, there's been a couple people, with the new digital ballots. They have to go back and look at it to make sure because they'll click one thing and then when they before they go to print it, it'll switch to like Trump and stuff. People have been getting caught changing ballots or Muskie man and his mama talking about go to 10 different places and vote like that's not illegal,
Right,
or
Right.
illegal as hell.
giving out $1 million to people,
But yeah, wild.
But
or
yet,
the
Trump is
fact that
already claiming that apparently people are already cheating.
Pennsylvania is cheating because he know he losing Pennsylvania. California, I know is ready. California said we are ready. Okay,
Hey, they've had a great year. They're ready. They're ready.
they are
Yeah,
so ready. And I was just like, but here's the thing that I feel like has been kind of the thing for me that's kind of kept me calm in this election is the fact that every time there's misinformation and every time someone else comes out and says that Trump is the best candidate, the amount of people that have absolutely called the shit and literally called out the misinformation almost immediately.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that it seems like in this election we are at least trying to maintain some sort of honesty amongst certain individuals. So there are individuals who are involved with the election who want honesty from both ends and are
Right.
adamant about trying to put that information out. I will say that.
Mhm.
There's one dude on Twitter, he be gagging me the way he be getting these people together. I think his handle is too raw, too real.
Mhm.
That man be clocking these people. Um, Anytime there's misinformation, whether it's black, white, polka dot, he is going to create a video and he's gonna go off on these people. So it was a black gay dude talking about um how abortion rights shouldn't happen and da 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 and how biracial. Oh no, it was when Barack was telling black men that they need to really look at themselves and think about why they're struggling so much to vote in a woman,
Hmm.
not just the fact that she's black or not. He was talking about the fact that like we really need to look at women and see why there's such a problem with you guys voting for her just because she's a woman. Because most of the issues that black men have is that she's a woman, no other reason. Or a lot of misinformation that they won't just Google.
Google's free, y'all.
It's
It's
free.
just,
It's so free. I promise you, it's not gonna bite.
and you know what? So shutting the fuck up. Not saying a goddamn word is free 99, and yet many of you hoes overpay. Talk about needing
Wow.
money.
It says Trump is now laughing in Puerto Ricans' faces, getting into a garbage truck on the tarmac in Wisconsin, and it has Trump on the side.
I mean, well, he is trash, so he's where he's supposed to be, I guess.
This is very true. So it but yeah, so the video, the black man is talking about how a biracial Barack is telling a biracial Kamala what he should and should not do about voting and all this other stuff. And the man was just like basically calling him to the carpet and telling him, I'm gonna see if I can put it in the video. I'm gonna try to see if I can put it in here. But it's just so he was just and then put up a picture of him and his white husband and was like, oh, talking about killing babies. And he was just like, I wonder how many babies you're killing when you're dumping in your husband. And I wonder, or when your white husband has to walk his gaping hole to the bathroom and drop the kids off in the toilet.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna play the video when we get off of here. I'm gonna show it, and I'm gonna see if y'all want to add it because I promise you, when I tell you that man read this man for filth, and then he was just like, and if you were able to, he was like, how about you not tell women what to do with their bodies? And if you were, he was like, and if you were able to conceive, you would have a biracial child. So when I tell y'all that man, when I say he be getting these people together, I have never been so gagged in my life. And y'all know I don't say gag like that, but this motherfucker, oh, the way he gagged. I was sitting here with my mouth dropped for a while. Okay. Um, but he minces no words. But I do think that I do realize that a lot of things that are happening and a lot of the endorsements that she's been getting, I do feel more confident in what she's doing. And I do realize that I'm surprised at the number of white people that are speaking out against him.
Bro.
Mm.
That
Cheney,
originally voted for him.
Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney of all people.
Dick
Dick
Cheney,
Cheney
which
said
is crazy because
Cheney,
Dick Cheney came out of the woodworks out of nowhere.
he
Mitt Romney.
he said Donald Trump is the most dangerous thing to happen to this country. Wild.
Every time.
Him and his daughter both
Yeah.
like we're voting for Kamala
With
Harris.
the climate as it is, what do you expect to happen on the actual election day, like at the polls?
It's gonna be crazy. It is. It's gonna be insane. And unfortunately, I'm kind of glad because a lot of places here in the city, um, especially on my side of town, there's no telling. I haven't seen well, in our neighborhood, HOA they don't really allow a lot of. You can fly the American flag.
Yeah, they don't like for y'all to support nobody there. I feel like, for one thing, I'm concerned of whether or not these election places can handle the capacity of which people are going to be acting a monkey.
Straight monkey. Straight monkey.
Yeah, this is true. I just have been I've been in awe. First of all, what's not surprising but was not on my bingo card. I think Trump was just running out of people to call. But the fact that Dr. Phil's DEI ass got up on that stage and was talking about not having DEI and this country was built on hard work.
Really?
Because you stupid.
My boy, you was riding Oprah's dick to get where you are. What are we doing? What are we doing? We only know you because Oprah brought you on. So maybe shut. Ooh, see that free night. See that shit I was talking about? Free 99.
Free.
And we need to talk about the NFL not putting that man on the sidelines like they did Kaepernick. My dude interrupted a whole interview to point at his make MAGA hat and then walked off, but then wanted to backpedal and then wanted to act like he wasn't trying to get no attention. Then why did you go into the
Why
interview
did
and
you do it?
you dumb
Why
motherfucker?
do it?
Why would you do that? That's stupid. But I am also we're gonna say these last few things and we're gonna wrap up. I am also very excited at the fact that these media outlets have been getting back to what they were supposed to be doing because they've been getting called out so much. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the New York Times, they said Cheeto Man says he will prosecute his enemies, order mass deportations, use soldiers against citizens,
Mm-hmm.
abandon allies, play politics with disasters. Believe him.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're finally calling out the foolishness that is him. Okay, yes.
A
Her name,
lot of newspapers have decided that they're not going to endorse either side. They're just going to put out straight facts.
and I think that's fine too.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as you're putting out the facts.
Yeah.
And what was not on my bingo card, Charlemagne the God called out CNN in front of Anderson Cooper, and Anderson Cooper was about to lose his shit
Mm-hmm.
because basically he was questioning, because a Cheeto Man went on Joe Rogan or somebody, and then Anderson Cooper was asking, should Kamala do the same? And he was like, it's just always funny. Like he basically was just like, y'all always talking about like it's a double standard. Y'all always talking about what she should do or what she shouldn't do, but y'all not calling out the fact that Trump is doing all these different things. Like y'all not doing the same. Y'all are not doing the same thing. And it's why aren't y'all talking about having more conversations around Trump being a fascist? Why aren't we talking about that? And it was, well, I don't think, and he was
The
getting,
day that Charlemagne the God gets your tongue twisted, sit down.
Yeah.
but it has been cool seeing hood dudes talking about, I ain't voting for no motherfucking Trump, bitch. And he was like, if the one he was like, hey, you talking about, y'all better not be voting because of no $1,000 check. What's wrong with you? I said,
First of all, I like that because politics needs to be put in the vernacular of the people.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I told you Kamala's team, whoever her social media team is, has been eating down. They did a video with the red balloon, like the balloon popping little dating show thing,
Oh,
a video about that. Like they've done very, very much good things with their social media. And
Did you see that video where there were some MAGA hecklers? Uh, and she was like, "Oh, you at the wrong rally. You supposed to be at the smaller
down
one
the
down the
street.
street." Mm.
And
See?
people was like, "Oh, she's afraid to be at the barbershops." And then the clip was like, "You mean this barbershop? Okay, cool."
Mm-hmm. All right.
Like
Mm-hmm.
when I tell you she has been the Fox News, I think Fox News interview she did with that man really put her above the top though. I think she flipped a lot of people thinking she couldn't be presidential, but she kept her cool. But she called that man out. She was like, now, all respect to you. Now, don't do that. You know that's a lie. You know you lying. You know he didn't say that. Why would you post that video? And then for Fox News to have to come back and apologize
mm,
and say, yeah, we messed up. I misspoke. And now they've been covering a lot of Kamala's rallies and Kamala's different things. I was just like, oh, that's crazy.
yeah.
That's insane. But to wrap this up, there was actually one thing that really stuck out to me. It's this we're gonna call her grandma because I don't know her name. She actually made a t-shirt of her poll tax exemption certificate when in the 60s where they had to pay a poll tax, and that was their way of suppressing black voters back then. And I'm like, if for us to sit back and say I'm not voting because my vote doesn't matter, when our ancestors literally fought for this shit,
Wow.
and if our votes didn't matter so much, why they trying to suppress it so much?
Right.
If it didn't matter, why is it so important for us not to vote? And so it definitely stands to reason. There's a lot of different things that we could say, we could talk about, but the main thing is go vote.
For
Um,
the love of everything, if you haven't already voted, please do so. It's so important right now.
if and somebody tweeted, I want Florida to turn blue. I want Ted Cruz to lose his job. I want the glass ceiling to break. I want to celebrate the first woman president of the United States. I want to say President Kamala Harris. And I really want to remind people that you don't have to, it doesn't have to be, and honestly, I think the main reason I felt so confident in voting for Kamala is not just because she's a black woman, not because I feel like she's the lesser of two evils, but she doesn't have pride. Like, she's open to taking ideas and criticism and looking at how it can help people rather than just going with what her ideas are for the country. Like, she's willing to serve in that capacity. And hearing her say she doesn't mind having a Republican within her admin or within her, what's the people called?
Her cabinet.
Her cabinet, that speaks volumes because we don't always, it's not just about Democrat versus Republican. It's about how can we move the country forward and have a better future where we're not literally like struggling to rub two pennies together. Like, there's so many opportunities and so many resources that America could have if we just work together. And so I think hearing her say that that's where she is with it really spoke volumes to me. Um, to where I was like, I don't see how anybody. First of all, I was never going to vote for Cheeto Man in the first place. I was
Wasn't
never.
it? Wasn't even an option.
It
Not even
wasn't
a
even a
thought in
thought.
my mind.
Um, and so yes, she was the only option. However, when you look at her policies and you look at the things that she's done, and you look at the things she's done as vice president and as all of her other titles, you can't help but think she's earned it. She's arrived. She's here. She's going to do the job. She's going to do what we need her to do. And if she's not doing it, she got people around her be like, hey, yo, hey, yo. And if we vote correctly, she'll have the support she needs. Because a part of the problem with Obama was we voted for the right presidents, but didn't put the right people
Mm,
in the House and the Senate to keep his plans and policies to go into place.
mm,
And that just sucks. That's because we weren't paying attention. It's not just the politicians that's fucking up, it's us too. So it just, it stands to reason. Anywho, um, that we just need to make sure that we're aware of these things and we do a lot better than we've done before. Anything else, guys?
I'm tired.
I'm tired
Same,
too.
same. All right, well, Channy, take us out.
Oh, so all right. It's time for music of the week. Music of the week. Hey, hey. Music of the week. Music of the week. Hey, hey.
I think I'll go first this time. So let's talk about how my favorite song right now, shout out to Glorilla, it's not a gospel song this time.
I love Glow.
How I Look has me in a motherfucking chokehold. Because how dare you come in talking cash shit, just roll by the cemetery. It's plenty room for hoes. And then Megan comes in, madder than hell. How I look beefing with a bitch without no motion.
And she
She
stood
said,
on
I
it.
ain't going back and forth, bitch. This ain't the US Open. That's what she said. I said, well, damn, sis. Y'all ain't have to fuck it up like that.
They did though.
They
They did.
did.
And I was just mad it wasn't a little longer. Ooh, damn.
It was okay. It was quite short, wasn't
It
it?
was
I remember it
20
being.
minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, look, they in, they out. They got shit to do. They got ass to
Mhm.
shake.
That's
Man,
it. Sure do.
I said, yo, this is crazy. I need it. I need it real bad, goddamn it. I need it. But yeah, nah, that one, ooh, yeah, that was my song. That's my cut. Who next?
I'll go. This week, I have been listening to Mali music. I don't know how it just popped up, but I've been listening to No Fun Alone over and over and over again. I don't know why.
Who is that by?
Molly music.
Mali music.
Oh, that's what you said. No fun alone. Okay. I'm gonna write these down so y'all don't have to.
Look at you being a studiot.
And you said no fun alone. I forgot about that song. I'm not gonna hold you. It's a beautiful song.
It crept up. It crept up on me.
That's fair, as it should. You know. Okay, I found it. Now, Quincy, what about you, love? What you was listening to?
So I'm taking two. I don't care. I don't care. It's just two. You'll be fine. So it's between "Sexy Villain" by Remy Wolf and "Fast Times" by Sabrina Carpenter. They both make me. They make me so happy. I've had them both on rotation. Uh, I'm making a I'm making a PowerPoint about the Pop Girlies Justice League.
Yes, I like it.
What's
Hmm.
the second song?
Fast Times by Sabrina Carpenter.
You know what? Sexy Villain came out and just the right time because I have been playing Photo ID on repeat for far too long.
It's really good. She it's a swag to it. It's a swagger to it. And
Hmm.
then like Fast Times has this nice like Bobby groove. It's one that I like playing in the car.
Okay, that's fair.
And you know what? It's just right at the right time. I need to make a road trip playlist.
Yeah, put it on there. I promise you won't be disappointed.
Okay, so yeah, guys, this was just a special episode. Listen, voting ends Tuesday, November 5th. That is the big day. Please, please, please vote.
Sabrina Carpenter song.
If you, if
Get out
you,
there early because traffic gonna be ass.
Mhm.
please, by the time this come out, it'll be Friday, November the 1st.
I beg
So
you,
please
don't embarrass me, motherfucker.
don't piss me off, white women.
Don't piss me off.
Don't piss me off, black men.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be the one to say it too. This is for
Please
the
don't.
niggas. Don't do
Please,
it.
please don't piss me off. But anywho, guys, please stay black, stay beautiful, stay humble. Bye.
Bye.